All right, guys, welcome to the show. The stars, Ashton and Fedor. Ashton's taking a bath. Mr. Fedor's right here, and special guest, Mr. Franco, who's running for city council. We actually filmed some shots earlier today at a rally, but the audio didn't come out well, so here we are retaking it tonight, man.
I appreciate that.
Oh,
I
no
appreciate
problem.
that. Thank you.
Hey, let us know how the campaign's going.
Well, the campaign's going well, but as they say, you really don't know until election day.
Right.
But as we said earlier today, ballots come out this week, so do your homework, do your research, and vote for candidates that are going to move our community forward. That's why I'm running for council again. I think I'm the more than obvious better choice, but that's for you to decide and look at our records as community members and as council members, and make your decisions based on that. Is all that I ask.
Now you're running against the mayor's sister-in-law and business partner, Sarah Guerra, right?
Yeah.
Yes, but I would state it different. I'm running against the mayor's sister-in-law, and I would say employee.
Okay.
They say business partner, but when I last checked, a president reports to a CEO.
Okay,
There
got
you
you.
go. There you go.
All right. So, and you've been on council before.
I
you
did
was
one
mayor too?
term from 2016 to 2020.
Okay, and you were the mayor before even.
Yes, I was when we were under the rotation system. I did serve as mayor as my last year on council.
Okay.
So,
Yeah. Hey, and then Louis was real big on infrastructure back then. I never really paid attention to it until you started talking about it. And then now you see what they're trying to do. It's like, hey, for us to grow, the city to grow, you need infrastructure.
Right.
So you were kind of ahead of the game.
Well, yeah, and it's not that I had some great insight and stuff. I just listened to Ken Gray. At the time was my neighbor. He was actually city manager for a while and served on council as mayor for several cycles. And I used to ask him, Ken, how come we can't get this housing development started over here, or how come we can't bring in that business over there? And there was a number of issues, but the number one underlying issue was our sewer infrastructure. Our community was out of capacity, and unless we invested in it, we were going to stay stagnant here and not grow. And unfortunately, that's what happened, and that's where we're at today.
Yeah. Wow. And then how about safety? You talked about safety earlier today also.
Oh yeah, well, I always say if you're not for public safety, you shouldn't even be running for the city council. But at the same time, my opponent, Sarah Guerra, when she got on council, her slogan was public safety for everyone. But if you look at her record, it has been anything but that. She didn't vote for a school resource officer.
Yeah, that's a big deal.
She didn't vote to give our public safety that are underpaid a raise when they found money to do it.
Oh, yeah.
And she didn't vote to build a new police station to put our cops in a safe environment, better working conditions, getting out of that asbestos-filled building that they were working in.
Which would explain probably why the Police Officers Association didn't endorse her.
Ooh.
Right.
Or even the mayor.
They did not
This
endorse
time.
her.
Yeah, so they've lost those endorsements. So.
Yeah.
Wow. Hey, that's a big deal.
Now, are you endorsed at all?
Yeah, I'm endorsed actually by the Selma Firefighters Association. I'm very happy that they endorsed me, and I think that when I'm back on the dais, I think we can do great things working together as a council member and association. Now, the Police Officers Association, believe it or not, chose not to endorse anyone who is not currently on the dais because they said their history of endorsing past people that they endorsed has went terribly wrong and basically left them in a bad taste in their mouth or something.
Right.
They just they want to see somebody's actions before they endorse from the dais, and that's why they, I believe, only endorsed Councilman John Trujillo, but they definitely said because of their interactions in the past by endorsing Mayor Robertson and Sarah Guerra, that they are not going to endorse any more people unless they're on the dais and showing a true public safety support voting record.
Hey, that's interesting.
Well,
Yeah.
that's good. I can appreciate that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So you did have conversations with them?
I did actually very good conversations, and I have a great relationship with the POA.
Oh,
And
nice.
and what I told them was, listen, I'm aspiring to make our community the community of choice here in Fresno County. And the only way, you can't be the community of choice and not be the employer of choice.
Oh,
So we really have to
pretty
create a great working condition for all our employees, not just public safety, but all of public works, our office staff, all the employees, whatever we have under our umbrella. We need to empower our city manager for him and his department heads to elevate our staff, and we want them to be compensated, within reason of everybody else.
Yeah.
You have to be compensated to the standards of your peers if you really want to bring in top staff. Now, along with that compensation, we do want accountability. And that's what we're striving for, to bring in a competent team here to serve the community, and I think we will all benefit from that.
Yeah.
As residents and as city employees would benefit just as well.
Yeah. And so I had been watching for a very, very long time. And so when you guys were on there, when you were there before, I thought it was going good. I mean, I know there was a lot of battles, and it was some 3-2s, and I'd always hoped that somehow you guys would have the majority to make more things happen.
Right.
So man, if you can get on now, that'd be great. Oh, man, it'd be like a little all-star team going, in my opinion.
Well, but it's everything is about teamwork, but it's actually about collaboration.
Yeah.
Because
Work together.
it's just like a marriage. You are not going to have the same exact viewpoint, or at least you shouldn't.
Yeah.
100% of the time. But when you don't let that become a decisive issue. On our teamwork to work together on collaborating. It's like a marriage. You're not always going to agree with your wife, but that doesn't mean you sabotage your marriage to do that.
Yeah, and that's another thing that I've seen a lot in this past council is I see a lot of shots taken by mostly one side
Right.
at the other ones, and I just think it would be really hard to work. Someone's always if that was happening to me, it'd always be in trouble. You know what I mean?
It is hard. Especially when somebody says, free. I have the right of free speech, right? But free speech doesn't mean you can say whatever you want.
Yeah.
Free speech doesn't mean you can
Can't
just
lie.
go and
Should.
state things and say it's my right. That's not what free speech means. And we got to get away from somebody saying, and mainly, I'll be honest, it's Mayor Robinson saying, "This is my free speech to say this and that." Hey, I'm going to walk in the theater and say it's on fire.
Yeah.
It's my
Yeah,
free
yeah,
speech.
right.
But we can't do that. We can't do that.
Yeah.
So,
No, that's pretty good,
Yeah.
man. Anything else?
Hey, I'm good. I mean, I can't vote for you. You're not my district. I wish you were. Louis Franco,
Yeah.
City Council District 3. You would have my vote.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
but we
you.
can still spread the word, which we've been doing.
Absolutely, and that's
Family.
that's what everybody out there needs to do. Is
Family,
you may
friends.
not be able to vote for a particular candidate, but you need to talk to somebody, because I guarantee you know somebody who can.
Family,
And you need
friends,
to talk to them, tell them what's going on, the facts, the truth that's out there, and
Yeah.
spread the word. Talk
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah, and can I just say
Yeah,
in closing, I did serve on the council before, and you may not have agreed on everything I've done, but I feel confident that the majority of things I've done made most people happy. And that's what we got to do, is continue to move our community forward in a positive and professional manner.
Right.
We got to stop having people, our community leaders, on the dais, verbally attack and bully community members. That's uncalled for. There's no reason. Selma, we deserve better than that. You deserve to be treated better than that. And I can guarantee you, if you vote for me and Luis Quintana and John Trujillo, that we will treat all community members with respect moving forward.
Yeah, and I believe that too. I mean, I've seen it. I've seen you guys in the past, and I always felt like you guys were the solid ones. Like you said about disagreements, I always felt like one side, if they don't get their, if they don't get their way, they get kind of mad and they talk down to you.
Mhm.
Or you guys were always just kind of cool about everything.
Yeah. And you want to be nice, but at the same point, we tell our children, this one being on school board,
Yeah.
don't stand up to bullying.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
But as adults, we got to do the same thing, because
Yeah.
quite honestly, in my opinion, we have members of our city council
Oh, yeah.
bullying community members, right? And,
Oh,
and
yeah.
it's uncalled for.
And sometimes even members, if I remember right, isn't that why the code of conduct came up?
Yeah.
Remember? They did some stuff. Way
Don't,
back
hey,
when.
don't even get into it. We'll get into CR. Remember confidential resolution 2016.
Oh, yeah.
Blah blah blah. Yeah, that's a whole show
Yeah.
unto itself. This
Oh,
one's
yeah.
for Louis
Yeah.
Franco
Yep.
for
Yeah.
District
You're right.
3.
District 3 2022, man. Vote Franco.
Yeah.
Man, I'm really hoping you get on, Frank.
Thank
Franco.
you. Yep. Thank you very
Thank you,
much.
man.
And one more
yeah.
statement. If you truly are a supporter of public safety, then I am by far the best choice. My record on public safety is well documented and speaks for itself.
Yep.
My opponent ran on the first time on the slogan of public safety for everyone. And I don't know what that meant, but I know according to her voting record, it
Yeah.
doesn't mean what I think. So I'm just here to say public safety for everyone shouldn't be a slogan, but it is an investment, and it's an investment that I'm committed to. And I would appreciate your vote this election. And if you get your ballot, fill it out early and send it in, and make sure your vote is heard and counted. Thank you.
Yep.
Right on, man.
Thanks, Franco, man.
You're welcome.
Believe
Thank
it.
you for having me back.
Oh, no, that was great. That was
All right.
great. All right,
Bye,
thanks.
Selma.
Thanks, guys.
Good night.